you're just like driving down the highway and you're like, oh, I just saw like a weird like matte black pickup truck with a lift kit, and I don't know, and they're like blacked out windows, and I don't know what's happening behind those windows. And like growing up in North Carolina, there it's not like it's said, but it's like almost like these learned things of like, oh, like I don't know if that's safe. And I mean, I'm very upfront about like what my biases are. Like this is part of like my own personal bias that I'm like working through. Like I shouldn't be triggered by like a lift kit on a pickup truck, right? But like it's also a part
And
of like
truck
this self.
nuts.
Yeah. Oh my God. The first time
I
I
know.
saw one of those, I was like,
I just want to throw in that those people also make me incredibly uncomfortable because I feel I feel like there is definitely a sense of so then the answer to my question, we can keep talking about it. I don't want to
yeah,
cut it, but it seems like the answer to my question is that you noticed the same things that I did driving through North Carolina.
yes.
And
And
then
there's like really good places like
like south of the
Charlotte and
border. I'm kidding. For people that
um,
don't know, that's like a tourist trap that's between South Carolina and North Carolina. And it was literally, I used to drive from Florida to, from Miami to Maine, to
oh
Bethesda,
wow.
Maryland. Not Maine, sorry. Bethesda, Maryland. Sorry. That's a lot less wow. But I would do it in one day. And like that was like my like sit down
Fair
and eat
point.
lunch and just chill. It's like this like Mexican themed like rest stop between North Carolina and South Carolina. It's
Um,
fucking hilarious.
oh,
And
that
Pedro is
place.
their mascot.
For those of you that are
But
listening, I'm just shaking my head.
yeah, but I think that illustrates it's like cool and kitsch, but it's also problematic, especially
Yeah.
because Mexicans don't even live out there. Like it's not even like if it was in California, it's just such a weird. It's like North and South Carolina, and we're gonna call that the border between. It's very
It,
weird centric.
it's it's like basically any place that there's a university is okay, right?
Okay,
Because there's like progressive thought,
like Savannah in
creative
Georgia.
types. Yeah, like it's like, but it once the like more rural, it gets a little more questionable. But then I after I left North Carolina, I lived in rural Appalachia for three and a half years.
Whoa, where's that? What part of the world was that? I mean, I know
Um,
where Appalachia is, but it's a long trail.
yeah, that's true. In Ohio, Southeast Ohio,
Okay.
about 40 minutes west of the West Virginia border.
Okay. Well, Ohio, I think from what I get the sense, I mean, Dave Chappelle lives there. My sister used to live there too, and she saw him there. So like, and the way he talks about it is like like it's just a lot of opiate addicted like white people, but they're not necessarily evil and racist in the same Southern way. Is that accurate,
You know,
or is everybody racist? I mean, you know.
I mean, there's levels to it, right?
Yeah. Do you
I
are
would
there?
say,
Well, I guess it's not fair to ask if there are places there that you wouldn't feel safe. Like there are definitely places in fucking Florida that I don't feel safe, and I'm not a black person, right?
Florida's
Like
an
there's
animal.
rural. It can be terrifying. Those are the people that want the guns, and those are the people whose like First Amendment thing is kind of makes sense because if I lived in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I mean, it's like it's just really interesting because like I thought that I would absolutely hate rural life,
Yeah.
and I didn't. I'm not saying that I'm like gung ho ready to move back, but there was a slowness to it.
What did you think of our conversation? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our merch store. Special thanks to our patrons. To become a patron, go to patreon.com/whatsmythesis. All the links are in the description below.